should have at least one day to yourselves.
Don't say that. It's so wonderful to see them. I can smell the wind and cold on your clothes.
There you are.
Hey,
How are you, Margot? Feeling any better?
I'll be all right. We filled it with every kind of pills so she won't cough or make a noise. Hello, Meek. Mr. Crawler.
With my hope for peace in the new year.
Meek, have you seen Mushi? Do you think that maybe you could... Do you think you could try...
I'm sorry, Peter. I asked everyone in the neighborhood if they'd seen a gray cat, but they said no.
Look what Meek's brought for us.
Okay.
Cake! I'll get some plates.
Thank you, Meek. You must have used all your sugar ration for weeks. Isn't it beautiful?
It's been ages since I even saw a cake. Not since you brought us one last year. Don't you remember? You brought us one on New Year's Day. I'll never forget because it said peace in 1943 on it. Oh, peace in 1944.
Well, it had to be some kind of... Oh, hello, Mr. Jussel.
How are you doing?
Here's the knife, Lydia. Now, how many of us are there?
No, for me.
Please, you must.
I couldn't.
Good. That leaves 1, 2, 3, 7 of us.
8! If 7 numbers are always in it.
Well, I just assumed Margot wouldn't eat any.
Well, I think it won't harm her.
All right. I just didn't want her to start coughing again.
At least Mrs. Frank should cut the cake.
What's the difference?
It's not Mrs. Frank's cake, is it, Meek? It's for all of us.
Mrs. Frank divides things better.
What are you trying to say? Don't I always give everyone the same? Don't I? I want an answer, don't I?
Yes. Everybody gets exactly the same. Except Mr. Von Dopp. He always gets a little bit more.
That's a lie. She always does everything the same.
Please. See what a little sugar cake does to us? It goes right to our heads.
Here you are, Mrs. Frank.
Thank you. You're sure you won't have any?
No, really. I have to go in a minute.
Meek, do you think you could look for Mushi? They say that cats. Do you think that maybe...
I'll try, Peter. The first minute I'll get, I'll try. But I'm afraid with him gone a week.
Make up your mind. Already somebody's had a big dinner from that cat.
This is delicious, Meek.
Delicious.
There's a lot to go stuff like that.
I gotta run. Start taking this to a party tonight. How wonderful. Remember now what everyone's wearing. And what you have to eat and everything, so you can tell us tomorrow.
I'll give you a full report. Goodbye, everyone.
Oh, wait, hold on just a moment. I have something for you.
Lucy, where are you going? What are you gonna do? What do you want? What's
People
wrong?
some cigarettes.
She's crazy about that old fur coat.
Is it possible? Is it possible that anybody can be so silly at such a thing at a time like this?
No!
It's none of your
That's my coat! You didn't give it to me! You have no right! Let go of it!
Just a little discussion over the advisability of selling this coat. As I've often reminded Mrs. Von Dopp, it's very selfish of her to keep it when people outside are in such desperate need of clothing. So if you will sell it for us, it should bring a good price. And will you get me some cigarettes? I don't care what kind, just get all you can.
It's terribly difficult to get them, Mr. Von Dopp. But I'll try. Goodbye. Goodbye, Meek.
Bye.
You sure you won't have some cake, Mr. Crawler?
I better.
Are you still feeling badly? What did the doctor say?
I haven't been doing yet.
No, Mr. Crawler.
Oh, I've tried, but we can't get near a doctor these days. So busy. After weeks, I finally managed to get one on the telephone. I told him I would like an appointment, and I wasn't feeling very well. And you know what he tells me over the telephone? Think I heard. I have some papers, and I was wondering if you could go over them with me.
Of course.
Look at that downstairs. I'm sorry, don't leave me but a minute.
What's happened? Something's happened, hasn't it?
No, I really want your father's advice.
Something's wrong, I know it.
If it's something that concerns us here, it's better that we all hear it. What they'd imagine would be worse than any reality.
It's a man in the story. I don't know whether you know him or not. He's Carl, about 50, heavy-set, nearsighted. He came with dinner and left.
He was from Utrecht?
That's the man. A couple weeks ago, I was in the storeroom, and he closed the door and asked me, "How's Mr. Frink? What do you hear from Mr. Frink?" I told him I only knew there was a rumor that you were in Switzerland. He said he heard that rumor too, but he thought I might know something more. I didn't pay much attention to it, but then a thing happened yesterday. He brought some invoices to the office for me to sign, and as I was going through them, I looked up, and he was just standing there, staring at the bookcase at your door. Then he asked me for more money, 20 guilders a week.
Blackmail!
20 guilders? Very modest blackmail.
That's just the beginning!
I think he was the thief who was down there that night. That's how he knows we're up here.
How was it left? What did he say?
I told him I had to think about it. What shall I do? Pay him the money, fire him, or what?
For God's sake, don't fire him. Keep him here where you can keep an eye on him.
Is it so much that he's asking? How much are they paying nowadays?
He could get it in a war plan, but this isn't a war plan. Mind you, I don't know if he knows or if he doesn't know.
Offer him half. Then we'll soon find out if it's blackmail or not.
And if it is, we have to pay. Anything he asks, we have to pay.
We'll decide that when the time comes.
This may be all my imagination. You get to a point these days when you suspect everyone on everything on one simple look or word, and I found myself.
The telephone. There's the telephone. What does it mean, the telephone ringing on a holiday?
That's my wife. I told her I had to go take her to my office and for her to call me after she got out of church. I'll also